Okay, so here we are in Berlin. We're visiting some of the cool happening companies in the Berlin gaming space. So do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do and the company that you work for?
Okay, I'm Pascal Zuta. I'm the CEO of Aeria Games Europe. I built the European office of Aeria Games more or less from scratch. Before that, I was working in San Francisco where I've met the founders of Aeria Games. We used to, and we started as a client download games company. We went internationally very quickly, starting from the US, opening an office here in Berlin, then opening another office in Latin America in Sao Paulo, entering new platforms, browser in 2010, and lately in 2012 we did a very heavy push in mobile, which was fortunately very successful so far. And we merged with another company called GamePod in Japan. So overall we're now a company of over 600 people in 5 offices, now that we added the Seoul office and the Tokyo office.
So it's a pretty sizable operation. As you say, mobile is your kind of one of the big focuses for you. Now with the Japanese acquisition, you've kind of moved from what was a kind of a PC operations kind of team and localization team to now mobile. You've got internal development and you're looking kind of to push into that. So
yes,
having been pretty successful in the PC space, why is mobile why was it an important thing for you guys to move into?
It's an important thing if you want to grow your company, right? When we started in 2006 to 2007, we saw that everything was pretty easy. You could bring a game to the market.
Easy, really?
Yes, it was easy. You had a free-to-play game and you said, hey, it's free-to-play and it's German, it's localized, and everybody was like, wow, that's amazing, I want to play it. And then it was, at that time there weren't many people for a huge demand. Right now the competition goes up, it gets harder to grow, and we actually see that most of our competitors have declined in revenue over the last year. We have not. We've been able, and unfortunately been able, to be stable. And on top of that, we had the means to invest into our mobile business, where right now we see that if you have good games, it's not easy, but you can grow your business very, very quickly.
And you guys are taking kind of the experience you've had from PC on the monetization and the kind of operations side to your mobiles.
Yes.
You have a slightly different approach to maybe some of the other mobile companies who look to do one game, put it out globally. You're a bit more kind of focused on games.
Yeah, what we always did was we source games in Asia. We built strong relationships with Asian developers, and in the case of mobile, we focused so far a lot on Japan. We're taking our games from there, and we're localizing them, not only the language, but also artworks or probably events or items. We're catering them to our markets. That has always been our approach. And in the PC world, we did exactly the same. And in the PC world, we were successful because we were able to monetize stronger than any of our competitors. We were able to make more revenue with a single player than everybody else, and that's why we were able to spend more marketing than everybody else, and that's why we grew faster than everybody else.
So in the mobile space, you're a fairly large company, but there's Threes and DNAs and the Zingers and lots of people kind of after the same kind of audience, after the same kind of pot of gold. How are you going to kind of grow that kind of initial success you've had?
Yeah, I think it's very easy at the moment in mobile to lose money.
Okay.
Right? If you want to lose money, do it in mobile. It's going to be very fast. You can spend it very quickly, and most probably you will not make any money back unless you watch your metrics very closely. And that's kind of the DNA of Aeria Games so far. We've always been a metric-driven, very analytical company, far before the Zingers of this world started to walk around telling everybody that this is important. Right? In 2008, 2009, we started to build out our sales data mart, that's what we call it, which has all the data, not only on sales, by the way, but also on in-game behavior. We have ratios that measure fun and engagement.
We just had a presentation from your in-house economist, basically.
Exactly. We have a team that is taking care of our economies, making sure that we balance well between making money and having fun. They are also balancing for other stuff that comes up, like fraud, or just to understand our territories more in detail, because these territories do have influences from weather to cultural phenomena like Ramadan, which drives a lot of players to us because people stay at home and can't go to work. So we see all these things if we look at metrics across different territories and across different games. And this is what was different. This is what was different for Aeria Games compared to most of our competitors. From the beginning on, we had a very thorough focus on analytics and metrics. And this is a platform that has helped us not only in client games but also in browser. And it's the same thing for mobile right now. So for us, we're more or less agnostic of the platform that we're working on. Actually, we're going in and we say, hey, we have some infrastructure, and for us, we do have some benchmarks. We look at a game, we say, okay, this is going to be successful, this is not going to be successful because we have launched 25 client games, 40 browser games, and now 5 mobile games. We can compare. That's probably a good difference between us and most of the other companies in the markets.
Great. Thanks for your time, Pascal.
Okay, thanks.